to make sure that she's bonding the fibers of that synthetic hair. Do not flatten it, or else you will have flat dreads and not one that are circumference, the round. So again, and then when she did that, okay, how did you get them into the hair?
Okay. Where
So
your
now
toe
you
is?
just briefly, we're rolling along with. I'm sorry, we're rolling along with this. You see how wrap it around the toe after you purchase the hair. You want to purchase the type of hair. You want to wrap it around your toe or something similar that's small. Have a friend or someone to hold it. You can want to mat it up and just get it to tease it, and then you want to start twisting it and locking it in place. Wrapping it with a wet towel or a damp towel, and then you're going to wrap it. You can use a steamer or you can use a straightener as she did, and do not squeeze the towel. You don't want to squeeze it. You just want to kind of wrap it around and go over it several times to make sure you are melting or causing those fibers to come together. And then when she did that, this is, we're to the part now where how she got it to braid it into her hair. So how did you do that?
There are different types of dreads, synthetic dreads. There are single-ended, which are the ones that are, like if you have a long piece of hair, you put it in half, and then right here you have a loop. You just tie it in a knot, but make sure that that loop can go around your toe.
Okay.
And then that part, you put your hair through that, and then you just braid it through, like if it's the third strand of hair that you have.
Okay. So do you mind if you take down, if we could see?
I can try.
Because I'm trying to be the eyes here for you all, and then we're going to get a close-up shot on how she actually did this.
Let me try and take this out. Because they're like pretty big.
Oh, that's okay.
But
we're making it work for her. We're making it work for her.
And then I started from the bottom and then went to the top.
Okay. Now I want to kind of take a peek in. So she put her hair through the loop. The loop is created from the beginning when you wrap it either around your toe or have a friend to hold it, or you're wrapping it around some tool or a stand or something. No, you don't want to use anything larger than your finger, probably about maybe a half of an inch or 3/4 of an inch.
You could use
because
a hanger.
you want, she said you can use a hanger to hold it. And that's because you want to use that loop has a purpose. And then she took the loop, wrapped it around her hair, and began to take her hair, and I can see where her hair is in here. This is her hair, but she began to braid it in as a third strand. Now, she used her hair as 2 strands perhaps, and braided it and used this as a third strand. So you got a picture, if you got 1, 2, her hair, using this as a third strand around, well, you can actually, if I'm picturing this right, take 3 strands and wrap the loop around the third strand and begin to braid it into. And once you get to a point, she has a band around it, a rubber band holding it in place. You can't see it too well, but perhaps you can because
Match
it's
it
black.
With the color you have in your hair.
Match it with the color you have. Great, great, great. Thank you for that. Now, would you have considered using a gel or holding gel or some type of gel that's used specifically for dreading to start locking and freezing it into your hair as you're braiding it in this third strand?
About that, but I don't know. I'm not sure yet.
You can try a gel to braid it in 3 strands, looping the loop of the dread around that third strand and braiding it into the dread itself. And once you do that, you can either lock it in with a very firm hold gel, or as she has done, you can do that with a rubber band. Now I know I'm acting like I'm talking like I know what I'm doing. Well, that's part of the prestigious thing called thinking it through, thinking outside the box. And those of us that have done it, it's okay. Those of us that haven't done it, if you want to do dreads, maybe do a dread to try and see how it turns out. Thank you so very much for sharing with us. I mean, can you turn around one more time for us? Just one more time. And see that one with the diamond. Where is it? That was one of my favorites. Now see, and you have the diamond hidden under here somewhere. You need to have the diamond on top. Have the diamond on top. Yes, there you go. Love it, love it, love it.
Thank you.
Love it, love it. Thank you so very much for sharing this with us. Metro Hair Wear is doing it again. We're traveling from coast to coast, all over the world, internationally and nationally. We want to know what you think about her dreads, what you can do to enhance it, and would you consider, now, you know, just in case if you didn't know, but would you consider wearing dreads only temporarily? You know, you don't want them to lock in. If as long as you leave them in there, they will lock. You can do it for a month or 2. You don't have to do it extensively. And there are some tips on how to take care of it. Stay tuned. Email us, whatever you want to do. Email us, tweet us. If you have a question about how to maintain this, we'll be more than happy. If we don't know the answer, we'll research and find and get back with you as soon as we can. Thank you for joining us. More from Metro Hair Aware.